We had an absolutely horrific evening. You know, at some point he had passed away in her arm, and yeah. I'm doing all that stuff, everything. Framing done, labor. It's going so fast. Good morning, everybody. Well, I know a lot of you did see our last video about the farm, and yeah, it's a test farm. It's not a farm. I get it. Well, we're gonna do farming. And you know what? It's great about the internet is I can post a video like that and I get so much great advice. So many of you sent me messages with links to like people that are successful at vertical farming or like hydroponic farming or aeroponic farming. There's so many of those different ones, and I'm appreciating every single one of them, and that is definitely going to be, you know, I learned a lot from it, believe it or not. I really did. And no more tires because people are worried about it leaching. Even though it's been used for 100 years, that doesn't mean it is perfect. So yes, thank you guys. I appreciate it very much because that is going to help us along this path. The whole point was we spend this year learning what's going to work and what's going to work best. And so there we go. That's perfect. Thank you guys. We're going to go and start with something smaller. We're going to build ourselves the whole greenhouse sort of thing, but made out of screen, and to keep the bugs out, that kind of thing. We'll add some chickens to wander around, no roosters, just to eat the bugs, to keep down the bugs, stuff like that. You guys have got all great advice, but obviously we're going to do something like this. The next step will be to get a truck. Now this is not our truck. This is our friend Cha, who has Dreamway House here, bed and breakfast. It's I've known a few people that have stayed here and they enjoyed it very much, and the price is fantastic. So anyway, shout out to Cha, thank you. She is renting us her truck for the day, but we are going to be looking at buying ourselves, you know, a used but still in good condition truck, because we are going to need something to be able to go back and forth and that kind of thing. So anyway, we're going to head out. I'm just getting the keys right now. We're going to go get just some basic supplies, a shovel, that kind of thing. Because yes, even though we might be doing some hydroponic type stuff, we're also going to be testing different options because we still want potatoes. And I'm pretty sure you can't do potatoes any other way without dirt. So yeah, here is our vehicle for the day. Go get some basic supplies, go back down to the place, meet the contractor who's going to build us our little structure there. Just temporary structure, it's not our property. And yeah, we'll get started. So this is exciting. Let's see how day one works out for our farm life. Well, there we go, home sweet home. Yeah, so the last time we didn't even notice until the end that whoever built this Kubo over here, the contractor, he left, well, all of this. There were some tools there, but they've already gone somewhere. They were right there. I don't know where they went. But yeah, all this material that's left, I don't know what their plan is or what. Do I put it out at the street and just let somebody take it all? Not sure yet, so I gotta find out. I asked the ladies if they could get a hold of them, because I'm sure they want all this stuff. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. Our mango tree, we're gonna find the people that spray, that make the fruit bear more plentiful, and then we can have lots of mangoes come mango season. Lots of big rocks to haul away, that's for sure. We're gonna have to get some labor and some help, I think, because we can do stuff with them, right? You got all these big rocks here. You can make a nice whatever rock garden, little pond, whatever, waterfall. So this is what we got here. This is 100 meters of screen that's made for greenhouses, and this cost us 10,000 pesos. We got a couple shovels, a spade, and a square. Got these because they were on sale, and I was like, well, you never know. You never know. We might have some use for this stuff, so since we're gonna have it on sale, why not? And we've got a little mini sprayer here, and some gloves and some minor stuff. Just got a few things for now, just some connectors. We do have some seeds in there, some heirloom seeds. We got a 25 meter garden hose here for now, which isn't going to get us very far, so we'll figure all that out later, because right now it's way over here. and of course in the house. And then we got a splitter also, so we can take this off and it'll have a double off of this. So that's what we got so far. Let me see the water pressure here. Oh wait, gotta turn that off. I think it's off at the meter. Yeah, I'm guessing it's off at the meter. We'll have to go figure that out. All right, so the ladies recommend, your name's Joe, right? Joe?
Jolito.
Jolito. Can I call you Joe?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you don't mind. So we're just sketching it out now. We're going to make it out of bamboo. And then the screening, as we said, we're going to have a swing out door on the front that's all screen as well. We're going to run the water from over there to put it inside there. The only concrete we're doing is the 4 footings because this is only to last 1 year and that's it. And we don't want to leave a big mess or anything anyway when we're done. And so we're going to make this work because bamboo will work for 1 year for sure. And have different slats and everything. We're going to just make it 8 feet tall. And the plan is right that stone there, all the way down there. So this big rectangle here will be the one. And there'll be the reason I'm putting the door here is because then you can pull a vehicle up and load vegetables or whatever and drive away and not have to do a side door or anything. This would be so quick and easy if we do it this way. And we'll see. I might still change it actually. I might change it to that side. We'll find out. That's not going to affect the price. He's just here to give us a quote on this whole thing and get it done. And we're just going to string outdoor cable from that corner to the corner of this with a breaker and a single receptacle and just leave it at that. We don't know if we need one light in there, if we're going to come in at night or anything. Or I might want to put a camera in there. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But at least I'll have the option and it's already being quoted. So that's it. That's all we're going to do for this stage. And we're going to find a woodworker to make us, some elevated trays, I guess you call it, for one side. Because we're going to try dirt and we're going to try aquaponics. We're going to have 2 different sides to this thing. And we're going to see how it all works out. We got rain coming. Very dark clouds coming there. Anyway, so we have it all settled now. It's done. We worked the materials out. It's about 5,660 pesos. The whole framing, we already bought the mesh, so he's going to put that mesh on there. We're going to get wide-headed short nails so it doesn't tear off if there's a strong enough breeze. With a wall like this all the way around, there's a lot less breeze. But anyway, running the water from there to there. There's still leftover pipe from when they finished this. So that's perfect. We already have that. We just have to get a T-junction. And running the electrical from over here. Doing all that stuff. Everything. Framing done, labor. That was 5,660 pesos for materials. And the labor is going to be 15,000 pesos. And he only took 5,000 as a starting thing. And he will be done in 5 days. There'll be multiple guys here working, but so 3,000 a day in labor. And they're going to have the whole thing done in 5 days from now. So they're going to start first thing tomorrow morning, and we're going to get started. Things are going to happen very, very quickly here. Just the way I like it, by the way. Just the way I like it. So he's the one that built that Bahay Kubo. So he has, pretty good talent and skills. That's about the nicest Bahay Kubo I've ever seen. And we're looking forward to getting this started 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look at that, how exciting.
Hello. What?
Are you excited?
Yes.
In 5 days.
In 5 days?
But I think he still forgot the tables.
Tables what?
The tables for the planters.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it doesn't include that.
Maybe you can. No, he didn't.
Yeah. So we'll have to.
You can tell
Before
him
the end of
tomorrow.
it, we're gonna get going on that. Yeah. Because that shouldn't. Once you have the guy, you don't want to let the guy go. Because once he's gone, it's hard to get him back.
Yeah.
So there we go, guys. Tomorrow we start.
Yes.
And we'll be done in 5 days.
You
Nice.
Go to work?
I'm going to work. I'll be here. I can't do any of it, but I'll watch them. I will watch them. We're still going to find a local guy in here. Got a lot of big rocks and stones and like all kinds of these huge things. We're going to get somebody to at least pile them all up and clear it away there's a lot. There's a lot. Think of the cool waterfall you could build with a little bit of cement and these stones and a little sealer sort of thing or whatever. You could build a cool waterfall, but not my property. I'm here for farming. I have to keep reminding myself because I'm the type of person that I'll just do way too much. You all know that. Oh boy, do you guys know that. But you know what? I love it. I love the excitement of doing things and keeping busy. It's like somebody who tinkers in a workshop sort of thing. I just like new projects, new experiences, new things, learning. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Day one of construction is going to begin soon. I just arrived in order to couple cocks over here. Arrived to let the construction crews in and bring their deliveries. Apparently, John loves Bethany. They even put their full last names in there. Anyway, so yeah, we got an overcast day. Probably going to get some rain too, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yesterday was fantastic. And, battalion commander of the Army, 61st Division, with a bunch of other people there. It was very busy. This gentleman from Singapore who he loves the Philippines too, and so he's already thinking of like building a house down at the beach there, and he was really cool. Really cool. We had a great conversation. But today we get started. Well, as you can see, we just had some rain. It's still coming down a little bit, and he hasn't shown. It's 11:30, so I've been here almost 2 hours. Still no show. He said he was coming about 45 minutes ago, so I'm just still waiting. Maybe the rain made him turn back. The ladies that I met first time, though, they just showed up. They said they're here doing some cleaning in the house there. So I wasn't expecting that, but hey, all right. So wait a little bit longer, I guess. I have a feeling, though, there's not going to be any work going on today. That's my guess, just based on, yeah, you want to start work in the morning, right? Get things going, but I could be wrong. I hope I get proven wrong. That would be nice. Well, I just discovered why he's still not here. It turns out, and I saw it when I came in, there's a police checkpoint at the highway to come down this road. And yeah, I don't remember if they had helmets on yesterday when they came, but I don't think they had helmets on. I don't believe so. So they're probably waiting out the checkpoint, and that's why he keeps saying, I'll be there soon, be there soon. He's probably not very far away. Just can't proceed any further until the police checkpoint moves on. Welcome to the Philippines. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I gotta go. I can't stay waiting, and he's not answering anymore, not since 10:45 when he said he's on his way for the second time. So yeah, lots to do today, so I'm gonna go off and get that done, and if he messages, he messages. I don't know what's going on. Well guys, go figure. Weather has continued to be but not too bad. A little bit of rain, but the good news is the crews showed up about 30 minutes after I left. 6 guys are there working. They sent me videos. They have the posts all sunk down already, doing the concrete. So everything that was going to happen today was going to happen and did happen. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, because you have to set the concrete first on the post before they do anything else. And so as long as that got done today, we're in good shape. So tomorrow we should be able to see some real action happening or whatever. So thankfully they did show up and everything is all well now, so that's great. Anyway, we got a lot of Canadians visiting here at the Beaver today and tonight. And one of them has a little girl that Larra absolutely fell in love with last night and wants to play. So we're going to go over there and they're going to have some fun on the beach. And I'm going to chat with these great folks that are visiting. They didn't even know. The resort told them, oh, you're Canadians? You should go to the Canadian Beaver. And they didn't think much of it. And so then when I just happened to run into them at the 7-Eleven and I said hello and we had a little conversation, I'm like, you have to come to our bar. Anyway, they're coming tonight. Look at Larra, hoping her friend will show up. We got the crazy winds, crazy tide, and the sand is no longer long below anymore. Now look at the sand is up here, up onto the boat ramp. the way I first saw it when I first came. So our new gate here is gonna get damaged. So the whole thing has to be raised. That has to be raised because it was based on the actual cement. But that's okay. That's an easy fix. You excited? Hopefully your friend comes tonight? Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Or it's actually afternoon because, well, we were up all night. We had an absolutely horrific evening. So last night I was editing, as I always do, out on the Kubo. Sideways rain started coming in. I had to grab my computer, my laptop, like everything I had, and drag it over and run into the house. And I come into the house and Catherine is sitting there doing some paperwork, and I go around and I move a chair so that I can get in, and little Archie was underneath, got spooked. I trip on that chair. My other leg goes forward to try to catch myself, and Archie, when he was bolting under, goes right under my foot, and I could feel the squish sort of thing. I still feel it. And anyway, I go flying. I fall back to the beanbag we have. My computer goes flying. Everything goes flying. And the dog yelps and runs out the door. And Catherine, like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, don't worry about me. Go worry about Archie. And she comes in seconds later crying. And he's just lethargic, not moving very much. Very, very, very hurt. So immediately we called our guard. And the three of us were trying to get a veterinarian all night. Like, we spent an hour calling everyone that we could find everywhere, because none of us could think of anywhere that would have one open. And then we ran out of all options, and we did get one that answered very groggily, saying that no, we don't have anybody tonight. Try, some places. And we tried them, and they didn't unfortunately answer or anything. So we said, we got to get out of here. We got to start driving around. So I got on my bike and I just took off, and I found a trike, brought it back, put Catherine and the dog in the trike. The guard watched our house because of Larra, and we have CCTV, so we could watch both places at the same time. So we drove around. We went from every single one pounding on most of them are closed. Some of them live above, so we're trying to get their attention, pounding. So many people from the community, because the trike driver would ask people at different 7-Elevens, and then people were joining and jumping on the trike and pointing this way, that way. Everybody was trying to help us. We went to the hospitals, asked them if they have any idea, and then eventually the police. And the police said there is nobody at night also, but then the police, he's looking at the dog and he's like, I'm sorry, but at some point he had passed away in her arm, and yeah. So that's like 3 a.m. by then, and so then we had to dig the hole and bury him, and then of course Larra, first thing in the morning, is asking where's Archie, and everything else. So because Catherine's really in a rough place, so we just said we had to take him to a hospital. He was very, very sick, and we'll see, that sort of thing, so that Catherine can be in a position to comfort her daughter and not be a mess herself. So yeah, and none of us have had any sleep or anything. Well, the two of us haven't had any sleep, but yeah, so it's a rough day, but we got stuff going on and we got to do it. So here we go. I'm going to show you the update today, because they have moved so much in 24 hours. This is 24 hours after I left, so less than 24 hours, because they came after I left, of how much work they've got done here at our farm. So, and if you haven't seen the video, it's just a couple of videos ago where we got this small piece of land to do test farming for our beaver bar and a restaurant, because we buy a lot of vegetables, and we're going to build a test thing so that in a year from now, when we want to buy a farm of our own, well, we can either A, decide, is this something we want to do, and B, we can decide if what practices and processes work best. So we're going to do aquaponics in here, and then we're going to have raised beds on the one side and aquaponics on the other side. And we're gonna see what grows, what doesn't grow, kind of like a learning process sort of thing. Now there's no cell phone signal here. It gets really, really bad, 1 bar. Even over a 15-minute drive from our house. But thankfully, and I checked with the internet companies, they do not have fiber here. But thankfully, at the bar in my house, we have West Fardell Connect. Fantastic internet company here that they have all 3 coming into them, and then they're like not really a reseller because they have their own servers and everything. But anyway, they have like one of the best uptimes anywhere in this city. And they also come outside of the city where we are right now. So we made a deal because he doesn't have anything running down this road just like everybody else. But yeah, he's going to come down here and he's going to run it for me. And then he's hopefully going to sign up a lot more people in this neighborhood, maybe even the Barangay Hall. And they told me to put a sign out there saying, you know, internet provided by, to help with the cost of running that fiber optic to here. And I told him I'll financially help him too. He's a friend of mine now. We've become very good friends because he's fantastic. Their support is 24 hours. They have a Facebook Messenger, and there's a guy 24 hours in there, and they will literally reset your internet or whatever at 2 in the morning for you. It's crazy. It's amazing. So anyway, so we're going to have West Fardell high-speed internet here, and you'll be thinking, why do you need internet out here? Well, A, we have no cell signal, can't get messages, can't get anything. But B, I'll be able to do some live streaming from here, which is invaluable to somebody like me. So that is why. And then if Larra's in there and she's, we want her to just calm down and chill for a while, then maybe she'll watch some TV. So anyway, so here you go. In one day, they poured the footings, they put in the posts, and you can see the concrete footings are down below all of them, and they've already got the side screening and some of the top screening already done. They're working on the door already. You guys have moved so quick, so quick.
Faster.
Yeah, you said 5 days. My friend, you're flying. You're doing amazing. And which is fine. Like, you give me a flat price, right? And if you don't do that, then they'll take 50 days. So I'm happy that they make extra money because they get it done right and get it done in time. But you can see there's the concrete footings and all of this. So this is going to be the door to go in and out, and it's going to be swing and screen and everything else. And we're going to seal it up because we don't want no bugs. So everything's going to have to be sealed, and they understand this. And so that you'll see also they're backfilling all the way around too with stone and rock, so that we don't get animals crawling underneath, no rats or anything like that. And we'll rake it all up and clean it up in here, make it a little more flat too, level it. And like I said, hydroponics, because the water is going to be run into over here, and we can put hoses and stuff like that. We're going to have hydroponic stations, different things going all the way across here. And then we're going to have beds in here that are going to be growing in here, and we can walk around them, all that. And that's it. That's all we're going to do in the beginning, because I know if I just sink too much money into this, then I'm going to be really upset when, you know, this is not working, that's not working. This is an experiment. This is going to be a lot of fun. So this is already very impressive to me. We have slightly shaded right now, but the sun is moving. So before it was there, and then all afternoon, so about 2:30 from here all the way, it'll be full sun. So that'll determine what plants grow best and stuff like that. As for the potatoes and stuff, we're going to have another experiment done on that. I keep watching all these YouTube videos. You guys keep sending me links to YouTube videos. And so we do have a fully shaded area here. And we might do boxes, wood boxes that the side opens up, and we might have them grown down like that, and different layers they have to put to make it all grow properly. And might do that kind of experiment. We'll see. We'll see, one step at a time. Potatoes are a priority for us though. Very, very expensive right now. And price keeps doing this like crazy, and then there may be none when we go. Another thing somebody had said is, oh, you need full-time security here and everything. The amount of vegetables we're gonna have in here will not be valuable enough to pay a security guard. So a lot of my comments that have been coming in, a lot, are all terrified that we are going to be broken into, that people are going to be crawling over the fences here and stealing all our vegetables, and that we need a full-time guard here. And this is going to be such a small amount, especially in the beginning, that the cost of those vegetables would not make up for a cost of a security guard. That's just not going to be feasible. As well, you know, like to climb these crazy walls with the spike that goes up, it's going out and in. And these are really high walls, way taller than me, maybe 10 feet high, that go all the way around. That side's got a lake sort of thing with lily pads and everything else. Nobody's coming on that side. This side's just somebody's field over here. And the neighbors here we've already met. And we've met those neighbors. We met all the neighbors anyway. But yeah, this place is like a little fortress going on in here. It's just not, I just don't think it's very likely. And maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I've been in the Philippines for 3 years. And I've never, ever heard of anybody recently, like you can talk 2018, 16, 15 and below, that kind of thing, you know, but people, you know, breaking in and stealing things other than what they say is like crimes of opportunity. Leave some valuable piece of equipment right there, it's so easy to grab, it might go away. But people that are literally going to risk everything, climb into here, steal vegetables, not likely. Now, a lot of people may have not been in the Philippines for a very long time that are commenting, or they've never been to the Philippines and they just assume that theft is rampant and break and enters are normal, and you know, like it is in the West, you know, where a B&E on your street is you know, cause for concern, but nobody's going, oh, I can't believe that would ever happen. Yeah, it happens, but probably not so much here. So anyway, either way, cost wouldn't work for it. We are going to hire somebody to, once we get going, to, you know, do a lot of the daily stuff in here, plus clean up the yard and get rid of all these big, huge rocks. We'll pile them all in one place, that sort of thing. They'll be great for David when he takes over the house, because you can build really cool stuff with it. You know, like maybe a big waterfall with a pond or something. I don't know what he has planned for this lot, but there's a lot of things that you could do with that. So anyway, here we are. This is the update right now. They're moving so quickly. I have a feeling with the electrical, the plumbing, maybe 2 more days. That might be absolutely done, which is going to be absolutely incredible. And I did ask them to make sure they get wide head nails on these, so that way it doesn't tear away from the wind. We don't get a lot of wind in here just simply because we have these walls and we're not on the ocean or anything like that. And so, you know, there's a breeze, but it's generally above the walls. So we're going to be doing, I think, pretty good with this, but we'll find out. All I know is, like I said yesterday on the previous video, 5,600 pesos for the materials and 15K for all the labor. Now that includes, like I said, the electrical and everything else. And they're making a great deal of labor, but yesterday there were 6 guys. Today there's 5 guys, so it's not like it's one guy. I love the speed that it's going at, though. Things are going really, really well. And we should be able to start doing test farming probably after this weekend, because this weekend we go to Iloilo City. We have some plans there.
Something about auto vehicle. Hi. See you later.
So for those of you at home that may not watch the previous video, yeah, we only have this property for 1 year, so hence you see a lot of temporary building materials. It's not meant to last. It's meant to last for 1 year. And a lot of the stuff we're going to buy to put in there, yes, we'll relocate that stuff, but the actual structure, no. I'm going to go find a hardware store nearby and get a T-junction for the water. He has everything else. He just needs us to get him a 3/4 T-junction. It's going so fast.
Sammy, the car. so much fun. Shiny. We're going to go to Archie. Puso ko, inadoro ko. Ay par. Ay puro ko, inadoro ka. Umising kitaon. Kitaon. Steady ya? Look at that, steady.
Wow. Hey, you saying hello? You at the farm? Are you farming?
5 by 10.
This is cool too. What do you think?
Look at this.
How long is it going to take them?
Ay,
A little extra if you... Okay,
Can you hear
1,000
me?
material.
Okay.
Yes! Oh, hi! Welcome to my vlog! Char! Baligtad! Na dapat yun, na? Ay! Hello!
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back.